What's up, everyone? Welcome to our channel.
So today we're going to do a review on the location for the Rocket Ruff It video. Your Luxe Oasis with hot tub and king bed is what it's called. Here we go.
I wanna get better, yeah. Better, yeah. Every day I wanna be just fine, yeah. And the more I wanna cry, this is my calling, yeah. When the little genius ni cara master. When you see me on the fields, are you smelling all the deals? Look around me, you gon'
Found this place on Airbnb, and from the photos that were there on the Airbnb site, this place looked really good. The price was okay, and we were expecting we were going to have a really good location for the video shoot. Okay, so this is the outside of the Airbnb where we're staying right now, in the front yard. As we can see here, it's been a while since there's been any lawn maintenance or anything like that. You see the weeds growing in the expansion joints in the concrete, and they've been here for a while. Out here in the rock garden area. Very much in need of lawn maintenance. The grass is so tall, I don't know what's out there, so I'm not going to walk down the side of the house.
You gotta kill a body, ooh. You made a kill a body, ooh. You gotta kill a body, ooh. You made a kill a body, ooh.
One of the things that it had in the backyard was a bridge that went over a small canal. There was a hot tub in the back with a nice deck, and the photographs made it all look really great, inside and out. And then we arrived.
Immediately we arrived, I was like, is this the location? Glenn's was like, are we sure this is the location? He pulls out his phone, and then we're like, yes, this is really the location. What we're trying to say is, like, the house wasn't looking good. The property wasn't well maintained. And the last time maybe it was done was months ago.
Yeah, that's correct. So when we got inside, after seeing that the front yard had not been mowed or no landscaping had been done in at least 3 months, we got inside the house, we looked around, looked out back, and the backyard was completely overgrown with shrubs, trees, weeds, all kinds of things. So much so that you would take your life in your hands if you were going to walk outside and get anywhere off the concrete. It was so overgrown, plenty of places for snakes to hide. So immediately, some of the shots we had planned for the video, we could no longer do because the entire backyard outside of the house, the hot tub area, the bridge was completely unusable.
That is how we scratched the idea of having the outdoor shots.
Correct.
For that particular video.
Right.
Let's get inside now.
Right. And so we get inside, and as we've gone around and looked at everything, it is not clean. It is not as we expected at all. The photos made it look so much better. We found roaches in one of the drawers.
Yeah.
We found where some liquid had been spilled and was on the tops of one of the drawers and not properly cleaned up. The dust on top of the refrigerator was what looked to me like maybe 6 inches thick. No, I exaggerate, but it was very thick and had not been cleaned for a while.
And finally, we had to do laundry outside our house because they only had like four towels. 2 were dirty.
That's right. 4 towels, no hand towels, and only about 4 washcloths. Oh,
One.
Oh, correct.
One
That's
wash
correct.
cloth. Yeah.
One, because the others were dirty and stained. Then we found out also that the remote for the television didn't work. So that was sort of a mess as well. So immediately we spend the first part of our time there at this house trying to contact the owner to get these things corrected.
The owner was pretty fast at responding.
Yes. Very fast in responding, yes.
And when we told them about the towels and everything, they immediately ordered on Amazon. But it was too late. I mean, right?
Yeah.
They ordered them from Amazon.
Right. And it was going to be best case next day before we got them. So,
Yeah.
yes, we had to do laundry at an
Yeah.
Airbnb. Can you imagine?
So, yeah, it was so disappointing. I almost fell on one of the benches. Remember that bench?
Yes.
Because it only had 3 legs, but they haven't even put a warning saying do not sit there. They did not even make it look like they made it look
Like it was just
It was
fine.
fine.
Like it was not broken, but one leg was broken right off of there, and it was it was bad, really, really bad. So we had to make do with what we had. We'd already paid for it. There's
Yeah.
no way to get our money back, and so we just had to make the best out of a bad situation, which is what we tried to do. Mm-hmm. There were places in there where it looked good, and so we were able to set up our shots in such a way to where we could take advantage of the best of the house.
Yeah.
And go from there. One other thing was the place was extremely small.
Yeah.
So we really had to do some work moving things around in order to get the shots we needed.
Yeah. And then finally, when we communicated all of these things, they tried to resolve as much as they could, but
there wasn't really much that they could do in the time allotted, and they were.
It didn't even have common things like
coffee.
coffee.
We had no coffee cups. There were, the amount of flatware and plates and cups and all of these sorts of things was very limited. Which is interesting because at other places we've been to, by the way, that didn't cost us as much money as this one did, we didn't have any of these issues. Both of those places had left us a basket, with a greeting and saying, "Hi, welcome. Here's some munchies. Coffee is all over the place." Everything was nice and clean and ready to go.
And you have the entire place, and it's mostly 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and so on.
Yeah, I mean the place where we shot Make Me Cola was 3 stories, and we had the entire place, and it was all clean. It was well decorated. We had different scenery all over the place, and it was excellent. And also, we had the same thing with where we shot Mahaba. It was a very nice, clean house, multiple rooms. And everything was just awesome. So the host, after talking to the host about it, the host did agree to refund us the $200 cleaning fee as part of that because the place was not clean. So, we will certainly give the host that. They did try to make these things right, but unfortunately there wasn't any way that they could really make them right. Going through and cleaning the place at that particular point in time was not an option, because it would have, impacted our shooting schedule.
And the cleaner said something about
it. Yeah, and the cleaner had said, that's right, the cleaner had said something to the effect of, I basically came in and I did a really quick rush job because the other person left later than they were supposed to, and so she just did a quick once. Superficial, that's right, that's the word she used, superficial. And that superficial cleaning just didn't cut it.
Anyway, this is some of the things that we go through scouting for locations. But for the first time, this is the second time actually. One was Teach Me Out. But we'll talk about it another day.
Yeah,
one was Teach Me How to Love, and then this one was something else.
Yes.
So, as an upcoming artist, as a person who is looking into venturing into a business like this, you need to keep an open mind for things like this. They can happen. So what do? You make the best out of those sucky situations anyway, because we've already paid the money. What are we going to do? We're going to ask for a refund and go and look for another place? No, because we also have other things that can clash as a result of just changing last minute and things like that.
Exactly.
So that is why we wanted to bring this to your attention.
Right. What you're doing.
And someone like it. It is what it is. You know I like it the way that I do.
Oh! So we hope this helps you as you move forward and go look into your own sort of things. We still will use the Airbnb system because it does work. It's just that this particular time, the place was misrepresented. But most places you find out, what is it? It's the special host that they call it. The
super host.
Yeah, the super hosts are the ones you want to go with.
And moving forward, this is what we're going to be doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what we have for you. So till we see you guys and speak to you the next time. Bye-bye now.
If you need to see more on food, music, beauty, fashion, DIY, flying, and so much more, kindly hit on the subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that every single time we're going to be making an upload, you are going to be notified. Thank you so much for the love and support, and we will see you on the next one. Peace!